Hi, everyone. Today we're going to take you through a short tutorial of the Recovery International updated website. We're going to cover the following things: how to find a meeting, our new Spot Help AI feature, the expanded resources we now have, a new families page, and overall ADA accessibility. So let's start with find a meeting. You're going to see this white search find a meeting box on many pages, and you'll also always find it on the top bar right corner of the website. So easy to find. When you click on that top bar on the right corner, takes you to a find a meeting page, which has some other information on it if you need it. Information on the different types of meetings we have and our meeting guidelines or what to expect at a meeting, online support and frequently asked questions, and telephone meeting etiquette. There's also find a meeting in Canada and Ireland and some other opportunities on there to connect with us. So there is a drop-down menu. It's going to first ask you what type of meeting you are looking for. And we do have Zoom, phone, chat. We have special topic ones, special focus, as well as newcomers and meetings in Japanese and in Spanish. So you have many options to find a meeting. So this is our website page. And like I said, the find a meeting is right here. So if you were to click on Zoom, for instance, and do a search for meetings, the Zoom meetings will come up, but I'm sure you want to narrow that a little bit by day. So if you're looking for a Zoom meeting on Tuesday, for instance, you're just going to scroll down and see all of the meetings that are available on Tuesdays and what time they take place. Now you're going to see two times here. One is the meeting time all in Eastern time zone, and then the next column is the meeting time in your own time zone. If our website is recognizing where you are, and you can click, allow this website to access my location, then those meetings are going to appear in your own time zone. If you click on any of those details, you're going to see a little bit more. In some cases, you might have to put in a meeting ID and passcode. You'll see in many cases a Zoom link right there at the bottom. And of course, you're also going to see the leader of that meeting and any contact information in case you have questions or if you're having issues getting in. On occasion, we have meetings that are hybrid, so they might be in person and allow people to attend in Zoom. And that's why you're seeing a map right here with a meeting that's appearing in the Ohio area that is a hybrid. So normally, obviously a map wouldn't show for Zoom meetings, but that's why that's happening here. If we went to phone meetings, you're going to see a list of meetings. Again, we're just looking at Tuesday, and anything in bright pink requires membership for you to join. So those are easy to see. And again, clicking on any will tell you more information about it, including how to contact the person about the meeting or to get into the meeting. A nice feature for those who attend meetings in person, if you're looking for a particular location, I'm just going to search all days here, but location now tells you, you know what, I live in California and I want to see meetings that are near me. Again, it's going to give you a map, and going to any of the meetings that take place in person, the benefit is that it gives you the address and then also connects you to a Google map to show you where those are. And then you can put in your location to get directions. So that makes it easy. We do have newcomer meetings, and those are all Zoom or phone. So I'm not going to do a location because nothing would come up for that. But I can search just all days and see all of the newcomer welcome meetings that appear. We have one in Spanish and then 3 on Zoom. And the same for special focus meetings. There are a number of special focus meetings. And just clicking on that category tells you everything that's available and what day of the week and time it is. And just some tips if you're using a tablet or a phone, an iPhone, an Android, whatever it might be. Sometimes these screens can be small. If you just put your fingers on the screen, two fingers, basically pinch and then open your fingers, the screen will expand. Another thing that's easy to do then is to just hit the details information so that information comes up a little bit bigger. Another new exciting feature I want to point out is Spot Help. Spot Help is an AI guide. We thank our technology and AI committee members for all of the time they put into developing this. There were many group leaders that helped us test it out as well. So Spot Help can guide you through a four-step example at any time of day. So sometimes a 5-minute phone call is just not possible. And sometimes a meeting isn't happening in the wee hours of the night. But you can also always go to your computer and call up Spot Help. This tool will help you recognize, reframe, and respond to distressing and thoughts and symptoms in a judgment-free space. It will also provide additional spots, just like in a meeting. And for those maybe just learning Recovery International and the four-step method, this allows you to practice the self-help tools and to build your confidence using them and in giving examples. So we do want to note that Spot Help is not a mental health professional, and this is not therapy. And if you are in crisis and need support, in the US, please phone the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline at 988 or dial 911. So I'd just like to demonstrate our Spot Help tool. You will find it in the lower right part of your screen, bright pink. And again, this is to guide you through a four-step example. So it's asking me, what worked you up? I'm going to put in here that when I was recording this video, the landscaper started to cut the grass. I was interrupted by the sound, and that's when I got worked up. And I'm going to go ahead and put that in, and my response is going to come out. So Spot Help says, that sounds frustrating. It's very common for an unexpected interruption to trigger a reaction when you were trying to concentrate on a task. Thank you for sharing. Now that we've identified the event, let's move on to step 2. And of course, it's asking me for the symptoms I've experienced when this happened. So that is just a quick, I'm not going to go through the entire four-step example, but just a quick example of how Spot Help works. The other thing I want to talk about are the expanded resources we have available. You will find this on the resources tab. We have suicide crisis resources, which we've had before. We have expanded those now to include domestic violence or sexual violence, anything related to being in crisis. We also have resources for RI meetings and getting started, and resources for everyone, people who might be dealing with their own stress and anxiety, or families who have someone who has a mental health condition, or maybe even a caregiver. We also have a families page, which is brand new. We know that many families face the challenges of supporting a loved one with a mental health condition. And caregiver resources, peer groups, helplines, community organizations all can provide practical and emotional support. We also have a caregiver meeting that we offer through Recovery International. You will find that in the special focus meeting section. Just going to go to the live page and point those out. So at the resources tab, you will see the in crisis resources at the top. And if you're just starting with recovery, there are some things you'll find helpful here. Newcomer welcome packet, brochures. Our recovery reporters are here as well. Books that are published by Recovery International that will take you to our store. And if you have a earlier version of mental health through Will training, we have this document that compares the editions. So you can find out what page number, all the chapters are the same, but what page number the newer version versus the older version is. And lots of educational videos here to help you either learn recovery concepts or things that you might find of special interest. Moving down to resources, we do have some articles, things published about Recovery International. That's in the news section. And then we've added these mental health resources for individual families and caregivers. Uh, Information about our affiliates in Canada and Ireland, books written by members. So some people give us the best testimonial ever because they write a whole book about us, or a book that includes Recovery International. So those are found there. And then taking you over quickly to the families page, we want to give families hope. We know that people face these challenges, and there's so much support that is available. And a little bit lower down the screen, we have a number of resources, depending on if they're just looking for general resources or if they're looking for specific resources for a mental health condition. And for caregivers, we have some support resources as well. We also have improved our website for ADA accessibility. This helps people with visual, auditory, motor, and cognitive disabilities. And overall, that means our website is perceivable. So images have text descriptions and videos include captions and transcripts. So in this picture here at the right for our testimonial from Joey, we have a link to the transcript of that. The site also should be operable. All content and navigation work using only a keyboard for people who cannot use a mouse. Understandable means our text is clear and our forms feature proper labels. And robust, the site functions smoothly with screen readers and other assistive tools. This is a work in progress, and we make our updates regularly to be more compliant. The final thing I just want to mention is that on our website, on the homepage, you'll notice that there is a section that will link you to our 90th anniversary conference page. We are hosting a conference in April of 2027 in the Chicagoland area. So on that page, you'll find conference events and featured speakers, hotel information, bus tour information, which is optional the next day, and sponsor and exhibitor opportunities. And here we are at the web page for our conference. Tells you the location, the dates, the time frames. There is a conference hotel, of course, and there's a link so you can go directly to book a room at the room block that we have. Gives you information about the welcome reception we'll have the night before and other things that we're going to offer, such as our memories room, which will be located at the Recovery International office right across the street. We have our featured speakers and information about the bus trip and information to register or even become a sponsor or exhibitor. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoy the new website, and we hope you find it useful and improves your ability to navigate through it and find the information you want. If you have questions, please contact Angela at recoveryinternational.org. Thank you so much.